Hello Aquarius, Aquarius Rising, Aquarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card horoscope for the week starting June 5th, 2017. And just a quick heads up, I got neighbors like talking right over there, and I don't want to delay this any farther. It's just there's like a party or something going on, so if you hear talking, I apologize for that. But I was like, the show must go on. Like, if I delay this any further, somebody's gonna, like, write a ream of complaints up and down. So, here we go. Oh, and quick reminder, guys, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. And for those of you who are wondering, why do people talk about rising signs so much, why should you check it out? I've got a special video, remember, on my main channel page. It's a featured video, top of the main page, and it'll tell you all about it. So what's going on with your astrology this week? We've got two very helpful angles going on this week, which I think a lot of you are going to enjoy. On Monday and Tuesday, Mercury will be in a sextile to Chiron. Currently, Mercury is in your 4th house of home and family, and Chiron is in your 2nd house of earned income. And there's an unexpected development, I think, that may be a really nice turn of events for those of you who may have been looking for a way to recover some funds that have been an expense on the part of a family member or a house, or maybe even the household itself, like a structure or an unexpected purchase. We have something coming back to you financially, and this may even be something that was so long gone it may feel like new money. There's also an opportunity with this Mercury sextile Chiron for you to actually get a pretty good deal on something that you've absolutely been looking for the home through somebody through work. And there's a weird connection being made here. Either way, it's either going to save you a ton of money or bring you some money. The other thing about Mercury sextile Chiron that can kind of work out in a very good way is that there may actually be some kind of unexpected money just coming from a friend or a family member who feels like they owe you in an intangible way. Whether they're giving you something in exchange for something you've done for them before, or simply because they want to do something nice. Later on in the week, we've got Venus in this very same area, forming a gorgeous sextile to Mars, currently in your 6th house of work, reputation, and your physical health. And when Venus and Mars come together in a sextile, you can actually see, again, more people going out of their way to do favors for you, whether if it's at home or at the office. This is actually something that could bring some kind of unexpected completion to a long-standing issue that just won't seem to get fixed, whether, again, it's around the home or around work. If you've been feeling like there's been some giant obstacle to progress in either area, a third party may actually step in and clear it up very, very quickly. If they don't clear it up very, very quickly, they may just give you a way to go on in spite of the fact that it's not cleared up at all. And maybe we shouldn't have had, and we don't have to spend any more time trying to solve this problem because there is a way around it. So what's going on with your cards this week? Well, for your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Ancient. And the Ancient is kind of interesting here because when we look at the Ancient, it's important to pay attention to where wisdom has no filter when it really, really matters, when things are really serious and when things are really important. And with this card, it's basically saying, Aquarius people, it's time for you to start speaking up, especially when you see people who are either wronging themselves or wronging others, and the person who is the culprit is someone you deeply care about. Sometimes we have friends and lovers and family members and kids who we would take a bullet for, but how do we protect them from themselves, or how do we get over the fact that maybe they're the wrong person in a conflict or committing the wrong in a controversial situation? The Ancient card is basically saying, it's important to know when to take the side of virtue and less so focus on emotional or relationship biases this week, because you may be in a situation to get closer to people or to at least, fix a situation that may be a little bit lopsided or maybe going a bit pear-shaped, but it does focus a lot on saying, look, you've got to get the real responsible party to take responsible for their actions and stop pretending like you can sugarcoat everything for them, because sometimes you can't. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Page of Pentacles upright. And again, somebody's willing to put something in your pocket. The Page of Pentacles usually indicates some kind of offer that actually has some immediate payout or payoff coming for you. For those of you who are looking for a new job, this may be somebody actually finally making a hire official. Or for those of you who are just curious about money in general, you may actually have somebody trying to, again, give you some kind of gift, put a down payment on a proposal. This could be a financial offer on something that you've been trying to put up for sale, or even with the Page of Pentacles upright, somebody who's trying to invest in their relationship with you with, again, the giving of some kind of material resource or reward. And so either way, a lot of you are sitting pretty financially this week, and I mean that's to be expected with what we saw with the astrology, but the Page of Pentacles is also saying whatever gift this is, it is something that will keep on giving. For your communications with air, when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Eight of Swords upright. And the Eight of Swords can indicate, again, a person who's caught in a vicious cycle. Now when it comes to friends and relatives, in the Ancient card, like we saw already before, it's important to pay attention to where there may be an issue that you can't avoid when it comes to dealing with him or her. You know, if this person is caught in the same thing again, they've messed up, you know, another job situation again, they've gotten into another fight with the same friend again, have another breakup the same way again, sometimes the best way to help somebody out is to call them out. And because the Eight of Swords reverse is a very interesting card. You know, I like to discuss the imagery of this card because it is very, very profound. You know, we do see somebody, again, they're tied up, they're blinded, they're miserable, but the thing is, they're not tied to anything. They could easily use their hands to take the blindfold off, use the swords to cut themselves free, and yet they do nothing. And you could even see the animals, everyone around them, trying to get them to understand they can have a way out, they can do it, but they don't really do it. Now, is it defeatism? Or is it just a lack of faith? I'm not sure. But something needs to be called out because you know, it can be irresponsible to let somebody keep hurting themselves and others over and over again. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Ace of Wands reversed. This week, I think that a lot of you Aquarius people may not necessarily feel comfortable vocalizing when you are burning out on a routine or on a commitment that you have that, you know, other people really enjoy. But it's okay to acknowledge that if you want to change things up. The Ace of Wands reverse can indicate here stifling that, you know, or not vocalizing that is only going to, again, build more and more resentment for the situation, the activity, or the commitment whatsoever. The Ace of Wands reverse when it comes to burnout is just basically saying, look, Aquarius, you're burning out, it's okay, it's a natural thing. But what the Ace of Wands reverse is also saying is that you may not be the only one, but nobody is speaking up. And we go back to that Ancient card now, and we think about the fact that maybe just somebody has to get the ball rolling, and suddenly everyone can be happy again. But if you're not speaking up because you're burning out, or you're burnt out and you're afraid that other people will find out, you don't want to make people feel insecure, everything about this week is basically saying, let that be aside. You know, sometimes we can handle people so gently, we're not doing anything at all, and that's what we got to get over. When it comes to your emotions with water and your romantic life, we've got the Magician reversed. There may be some confusing energy in the love department this week when a lover or a crush is suddenly deciding they want to try and be somebody else. Now, does that mean that they're a faker, or that they're a liar, or any of those things? Maybe not. Maybe not. We all go through phases where we want to be like a role model, or we just simply want to try on a life outside of the life that we normally have, the life we normally lead. This may actually be who this person is deep down, but they're just not used to wearing those clothes, if you get what I'm saying. The Magician card reverse can indicate, though, that this person, you know, your lover, your crush, may be going through a bit of an identity crisis this week, and it's important to help them feel out what is right about this decision and what is wrong at the same time. Don't think that suddenly your partner's doing a 180, or that anything was fake or untrue before versus fake or untrue now. It's not really about deception. I'm not getting deception from this Magician card reversed. We just have somebody who is going through a bit of an identity crisis, and they may not seem consistent day to day. However, if you keep that in mind, you may be able to find out what should be the consistency and what the match they're looking for really is. And that will help the two of you continue to actually grow closer together. So that is your horoscope, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.